The timeline for Elias Pettersson is not slowing down anytime soon. The 19-year-old Swedish phenom has just been confirmed by general manager of the Vancouver Canucks, Jim Benning, to be going over to the World Championships. It is in Denmark, and he will be representing Team Sweden. Of course, earlier this weekend, Elias Pettersson did score 2 points in Game 4 of the SHL Finals to sweep the series for the Växjö Lakers against Skellefteå, and they won. They won 4 straight in the finals. They won 4 straight in the third round. They won 4 out of 5 games in the second round. So overall, they won 12 out of 13 games played, the Växjö Lakers did, for a stunning performance, absolutely dominating the Swedish league. They might be in cap hell right now, but at least they won the championship once more, dethroning the powerhouse that is Skellefteå. And of course, some of you guys might be wondering, what the hell, you said the Växjö Lakers won 4 out of 5 games in the second round. Don't you mean the first round? Well, there were a few qualifiers that were played by other teams to get into the second round, that in which the Växjö Lakers didn't need to play in, so they got a jump into the second round, basically, and now they're the champions. 13 games played, 12 wins, 1 loss. Things are fantastic over there in Växjö, and Elias Pettersson voted the SHL playoff MVP unanimously. For the first time in history, for the first time in the Swedish Hockey League's entire existence, one player has been unanimously voted as the playoff MVP by every single judge. Of course, there's no surprise, Elias Pettersson absolutely dominating, 19 total points in 13 games played in the playoffs this season. He broke the junior scoring record in the playoffs, as well as breaking the junior scoring record in the regular season, both of which, by the way, were 2 spans of times wherein he was first in overall league scoring. So it's quite obvious to see that Elias Pettersson, in terms of the SHL, was basically McDavid. He was basically the Swedish version of McDavid over there in the SHL. A hot young rookie comes up from the minor leagues, the Allsvenskan, into the SHL. His first year of professional hockey in the highest league in Sweden, wins the scoring title, breaks the rookie scoring record. Then in the playoffs, he wins the championship, only loses 1 game out of 13, wins the scoring race over there, breaks the junior scoring record over there, and he gets the MVP as a unanimous decision. Absolutely phenomenal, a generational talent in Swedish hockey media, but now we gotta see what he does on North American ice. Of course, I'm not saying the World Championships, that's Denmark ice, that's not gonna be North American ice, but Elias Pettersson today is showing all of us that he is very well looking towards being a franchise Vancouver Canucks player. Not a generational talent, no, he's not a generational talent, he's a franchise player. His ceiling to the Vancouver Canucks is even greater than what the Sedins were. His ceiling to the Canucks is on the terms of a Marcus Naslund kind of player. I'm not saying he's generational. There's only 2, debatably 3, generational talents in the league today. That is Crosby, McDavid, and you could probably argue Ovechkin. But in terms of franchise players, yes. Franchise players like Sagan, Ben, the Sedins in their primes, Corey Perry, Getzlaf, Elias Pettersson is definitely on pace to being at the same class of these guys. And it's incredible because back when we drafted him, people were like, yo man, why didn't we take Cody Glass? And like, a lot of people were like, wait, I thought Pettersson was supposed to go 9th. Why did we take him so early? But it's fine. I'm perfectly fine with how things were right now. And I think a lot of us are starting to understand just what the scouts were talking about back when the scouts said, if Elias Pettersson was just a little bit heavier, he would have gone first overall. Because he has first overall potential. He has first overall talent. And my goodness, he does. So we're going forward into Denmark, into the World Championships for hockey, and he's already on the Swedish team. That is great. If you want to look at guys who were on the Swedish team last season from teams that didn't make the playoffs, you got guys like John Klingberg from the Dallas Stars. Philip Holm actually made Team Sweden last season as well. Anton Stralman, Oscar Lindberg. If you want to look for potential line mates for Elias Pettersson, guys like Elias Lindholm, William Nylander, and Carl Soderberg all made the team, along with other guys that you might recognize like William Karlsson, who is in the playoffs right now, so he probably won't be in. But Gabriel Landeskog just got eliminated, so he might be coming back as well. Goaltenders, we might be seeing Victor Fosk of the Växjö Lakers and Eddie Lack. They were the goaltenders last season alongside of Henrik Lundqvist. So all three of these guys are in the potential spots to going to Team Sweden once again. So that would be really cool if Elias Pettersson's able to reunite with these players. So that's all good. That's perfectly great. And looking over into the World Championships, we already got 2 players who are going to go. Or 3, mind you. Anders Nielsen's already confirmed to go. My goodness, that's completely slipped my mind. Bo Horvat for Team Canada has also been confirmed to be going to Team Canada, so that would be really cool. If Elias Pettersson plays center, I don't know what I want to see, man. I don't know. Bo Horvat versus Pettersson on the face-off draws. They're going to be each other's checks in some of these games if the line juggling works out a certain way. This is incredible, and it's just going to be such a treat to finally see Pettersson playing against guys who we'll be expecting for him to hold his ground against when he steps into the league come September, October. And it starts with Bo Horvat. Bo Horvat is looking to be Elias Pettersson's #1 rival this World Championships, and I can't wait. Everything's gone right for Pettersson so far, and this is just another step in the book. It's just incredible to believe everything that he's gone through this season, and it really is just an absolutely historic season. He did everything that a kid his age could have even dreamed of achieving, and it's no surprise that the nickname for him over there in Sweden is the Magic Man. But I just want to give a big thank you to the Växjö Lakers organization, their fans and everything, just for housing Elias Pettersson and honing him into being this fantastic of a player. Because I want to take a little bit of a detour right here. Elias Pettersson didn't sign a contract with the Canucks, and I think that's kind of obvious considering that everybody's talking about him signing a contract now. He didn't sign a contract because he said that he wasn't ready. And that's a very interesting thing for a 5th overall draft pick to say. And it's one that a lot of players would be like, huh, that's kind of interesting. Because of course, a lot of high draft picks, they'd get signed earlier, so they start making money earlier, and then they get their bigger extension earlier as well. Elias Pettersson, on the other hand, no, he said, I'm not good enough for a contract. I need to earn it first. Which is why he went over back to Sweden, and he built himself up through the Swedish game, through the Swedish Hockey League, and established himself as the best player in the league at 19 years of age. It's just mind-blowing. You can't explain this. You can't put into words just how quickly his ceiling is rising. People in Sweden were talking earlier in September about how he's going to be the next Forsberg. And at the time, Canucks fans were like, huh, that's pretty good. I like the sound of that. But of course, you know, it's the beginning of the season, let's just wait things out. All of a sudden, a few months later, boom, Sedin, records broken. Nicholas Backstrom, records broken. Naslund, records broken. Forsberg, out. Kent Nielsen, out. Elias Pettersson dethrones everybody. And now, you can't say that there's a cap on his potential. You can't say that. Because at this point, anybody looking at this, looking at the record books, looking through history and defining what makes a good player, and all the projections and whatnot, the only obstacle that he has to overcome is his physical maturity. But if he's able to succeed in that aspect, as he has been in the SHL, because it's not really a factor to his game in the SHL, but it works still, he'll still find ways to put the puck in the net. And I'm just so scared for every other goaltender in the NHL to see the day that Elias Pettersson and Brock Besser are on the same line feeding each other for off-wing one-timers. Oh man, visions of the future, it's beautiful. But for now, we gotta focus on Denmark. Pettersson versus Bo Horvat. Book it, guys, this is the rivalry of the World Championships, and I can't wait. Man, just seeing Elias Pettersson with guys who are really impactful in the playoffs, who are really impactful in the NHL. If we get ourselves a line with Pettersson and William Nylander, centered by a guy like Victor Rask, that'd be really, really interesting to watch. And, man, I'm really seeing the international tournament and the beauty that's encompassed within them this year. I just can't wait. I can't wait. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Plus, control gaming, and bye.